How can I test a survey in LimeSurvey before activating it? Hi, my name is Paul Borsdorf. I am an authorized LimeSurvey partner and offer services related to LimeSurvey, such as survey creation, individual support or workshops. Okay, if I have created a survey here and now want to test it, the easiest variant is to first go into some question here in the structure. Then I have three options here. I can use the question preview for now if I want to take a look at the individual question here to see if everything continues to work like this. Secondly, I can use the question group preview. Everything that is in the question group is displayed there. And thirdly, I can then use the survey preview to click through the whole survey once. This is especially practical if you have filters or similar in it to see if they also work properly. So that would be the first step. Then in the second step you might want to do something like a pre-test, i.e. present the survey to a few respondents and let people click through the survey and see if everything works so far and, above all, if all terms and questions are understood as intended. And for this purpose, there is no separate pretest mode or the like in LimeSurvey, but we simply have to activate the survey, then execute it with a few test respondents, so to speak, and then deactivate the survey again. In the process, all answers are deleted again, so that we can then start all over again with the actual survey. Okay, how do we do that? First of all, we go to the survey overview and can then activate the survey directly, as if we were starting the survey normally. You can leave all the default settings here. You can also stay in open access mode if you do an open survey, which I assume now. If you want to have a closed access survey, where respondents can only participate if they have a certain token, i.e. an access key, then you can also switch to closed access mode. I click Save and Activate. The survey is now activated and can be run normally, either for this test or as a real survey. How do you go about it? First of all, if you are in the survey overview, you can send the survey link to the respondents here, or you can go to the approval panel here. Then you can also generate a QR code. Well, if you have collected a few answers for the pre-test, and then it is definitely recommended to take a look at what the answers look like here under statistics, or also here in the answers section. You can then look at the complete list of answers here, and you can then also export the whole thing. I would also recommend that you try out this whole export, for example to a statistics software, beforehand with this test data, in order to see whether everything worked as you wanted to, for example the coding of the individual questions. Here, for example, the export is possible, then via Export Answers. I have also created various videos for this. Well, if the pretest is completed and you now know what you want to change about the survey, then you can now deactivate the survey again. To do this, I go back here to the survey overview, then go to the point Stop this survey, and there you can now choose here whether the survey should be ended in time. Then the survey would remain active. However, no more people can take part in the survey. In this case, that doesn't make much sense here, but in this case, where we want to end a pretest and then completely revise the survey again, it makes sense to deactivate it. However, you have to remember that all answers from the survey are then really deleted there. So this really only makes sense if you have either already exported the survey answers or don't need them anymore because they were just test answers. So, here I get the answer. Okay, so the answers are no longer available, but have been renamed to an answer table. This means that if you actually want to reactivate them, you actually have the option via this answer table here. So much for testing LimeSurvey surveys. If you have any questions or need support, please feel free to contact me. My website is linked below.